Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
Every single major road out of Southwest Fargo is under construction. We have no alternative route to plant there.
People living in the southern part of West Fargo are frustrated by the traffic mess that's caused by major road construction.
Some are taking it out on city officials. As Valley News Team's Joshua Pagero found out, some say the city botched the job when it came to planning.
Potter's travels have taken a big hit on his time.
An absolutely astounding amount of traffic in the morning.
This was the scene Thursday morning along 32nd Avenue South. It's slow going due in large part to construction on nearby 40th Avenue in Cheyenne.
Routes that are being used as detours on all these are not roads that were designed for the amount of traffic that they have.
Construction on 52nd Avenue South in Fargo is also hampering commuters in the area.
Talk is cheap. You know, it's a matter of do they actually do anything to improve the situation.
Normally, I would not be able to stand on 40th Avenue during rush hour traffic as I am now because I might get hit by a car. But this road is closed. And that's where the frustration lies for many residents in West Fargo.
To go north, Cheyenne is blocked. We can't cross up to 40th and cross over. 40th is blocked.
West Fargo City Commissioner Brad Olson, who oversees road projects, says he's been getting an earful and is urging people to be patient.
It's a short time that we have to endure this pain.
Potter and other residents are bothered by city, metro, and county leaders who they claim didn't communicate about their project's impact. There's also planned road construction in Horace, something Olson admits he overlooked.
When it actually happens, it seems like we get caught off guard, you know. So am I guilty of not paying attention to the fact that maybe Horace was having construction? Yeah, I may have heard about it, but I forgot all about it.
Olson says road construction is a sign that the metro area is growing. Potter and others take exception with that, saying that it shouldn't involve mounting frustrations as well. In West Fargo, Joshua Pagero, Valley News Live.
Road construction near Horace at the roundabout along County Road 17 and 76th Avenue begins on May 13th. In West Fargo, the intersection of Cheyenne Street and 40th Avenue will stay closed until around mid-June.
One child is dead, another in critical condition after they fell out of a window at a Minnesota apartment building. The incident happened this afternoon at a building in South Minneapolis. Police say it's unclear at this time from which floor the children fell. The children's ages are not being released, but police say they both appear to be under the age of 4. According to authorities, the children were being watched by what was believed to be a responsible adult.
The mother of a missing Moorhead man is asking for your help tracking him down. 22-year-old Carlton Morse has been missing since Monday. An officer with Moorhead Police tells us Morse is about 6'2", weighs around 200 pounds, and was last seen wearing black pants, black shoes, and a black zip-up sweater jacket. If you have any information on his whereabouts, you are urged to contact Moorhead Police.
Police continue to search for the man they say robbed a Gate City Bank branch in a Hornbacher's grocery store. This is a photo of the robber who walked into the South Moorhead Hornbachers late yesterday afternoon. Authorities say he handed the teller a note demanding money. He suggested that he had a weapon. The teller handed him some money, and police say that's when the man took off on foot, walking south from the store. He's about 40 to 50 years of age, 5 feet 10 inches tall, light-colored hair, and an average build. If you have any information about this robbery, call Red River Dispatch.
If you call authorities worried about a child's safety at home, you hope someone checks right away.
In reality, federal data shows the average response time is about 3 days, and in some places it's even worse. Valley News Team's Lee Zurich, who's part of our national investigative team, has our story.
A trace of a lost child.
Still smells like him.
Comforts Samora Morell.
It's all we have left of him.
A trace she'll never wash away.
It's kind of a bittersweet ordeal because I can still, like I said, smell him, but then it's like, where is he?
Zayden Lawson was failed by the people supposed to protect him. 3 days before his death, text messages between Zayden's foster mother and boyfriend show he urinated in his pull-up. The foster mother wrote, "I'm sick of him. Did you whoop his?" The boyfriend responded, "Beat the out of them feet." Days later, Zayden Lawson, a 3-year-old boy weighing just 26 pounds, died. Beaten so badly, the blows lacerated his organs.
He was murdered. by two adults that were supposed to love and care for him.
She says Child Protective Services ignored the signs from the scars of abuse to his shrinking body.
You believe if CPS would have done its job, Zayden would be alive?
Yes, big time.
States across the country have been decimated by cuts.
We aren't giving them our best, so is that failure? In my book, it is.
In Louisiana, federal data from 2017 shows a Child Protective Service workforce of 255. In Kentucky, which has a nearly identical population, the number is 4 times higher, nearly 1,300.
People talk all the time that children are our future. Well, then invest in them like they're our future. Make sure that they're safe.
And the story in Louisiana can be replicated, told in many states.
This nation has decided that we can cut and cut and cut and still take care of children, and it's not true.
For example, federal records show in 5 years, Arizona Child Protective Services lost almost half its staff. And the decrease in staff leads to an increase of workload that has consequences for children in need. In Delaware, children wait on average more than 12 days for a response. Tara Wallace sat on a Kansas state government task force to study the child welfare system. She's seen new caseworkers overwhelmed early on the job.
On their first day was given a caseload of 70 kids. No training, no instruction.
And for kids like Zayden Lawson, the system that promised to protect him failed. A defenseless child gone too soon.
Zayden's foster mother was charged with manslaughter. Her trial is set for September. The foster mother's boyfriend pleaded guilty to second-degree murder.
The actor who played Chewbacca in the Star Wars films has died. Peter Mayhew's family said in a statement today he died at his home in Texas. He was 74. The 7'3" man played the shaggy, towering Chewbacca, a sidekick to Han Solo and co-pilot of the Millennium Falcon in the original Star Wars trilogy. Mayhew had appeared in just one film and was working at a hospital in London when George Lucas found him and cast him in Star Wars.
There's been some progress in efforts to prevent teachers from being hurt in the classroom. While the number of incidents continues to rise, officials say the severity of those injuries is easing. Last year, West Fargo staffers were hurt by students 200 times. They needed medical intervention 16. So far this school year, the district is already up to 185 incidents, with medical help needed 14 times. School leaders credit the decrease to more staff training and say the district is also making efforts to help teachers heal their emotional wounds. But some teachers say there needs to be more progress.
After a few years, you realize I mentally and emotionally can't show up every day and do this if I'm having to live through that constant kind of fear of something happening to me or my students.
In Fargo, 601 teachers and paraprofessionals have been hurt on the job so far this school year, with 24 of them needing medical attention.
If you're cleaning up a cabin, a shed, or any other outdoor buildings, the North Dakota Health Department wants to remind you to take extra steps to protect against hantavirus disease. The viral infection is spread through the urine, droppings, and saliva of infected rodents, and it's transmitted when someone breathes in the contaminated air and, on rare occasions, a rodent bite. When cleaning, make sure that you ventilate, wear gloves, and use disinfectant when cleaning up dead rodents or their urine droppings and nests. Symptoms of hantavirus usually begin 2 to 3 weeks after infection. Early symptoms commonly include fever, muscle and body aches, fatigue, headache, dizziness, chills, nausea, and vomiting. Currently, there is no specific treatment, just general medical care to treat symptoms.
A Fargo family that recently endured a string of tragic events was given a gift tonight that will help them during this difficult time. Students with the Legacy Children's Foundation and academic coaches gave a portion of their earnings from a recent fundraiser to a Pay It Forward account. Every semester, they give money to a person or family in need. The president of the Legacy Children's Foundation tells us these donations go a long way to help people in need.
I'll do anything for these kids. I'll do anything for this program, because if it wasn't for them, I may have not graduated. Legacy is definitely something that I will cherish for the rest of my life, and I'm just super glad that it's still going.
The family received about $1,500.
The University of North Dakota will be looking for a new president. By the narrowest of margins, 5-4, the University of Colorado Board of Regents has extended an offer to Mark Kennedy to be the next president of the CU system. Following confirmation of President Kennedy's resignation, UND will work with the Chancellor and the State Board of Higher Education to ensure a seamless transition of interim leadership and the search for an eventual permanent successor to President Kennedy.
Valley